All right, I am back, and this is just going to be a quick week one wrap up. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing, well, not in the last video, but the video before. And it's because everything's downstairs in the washing machine. But it is Monday, Labor Day. So week one wrap up, first 3 days, 3.5 days, classroom stuff. We had 3 people that showed up without permits, and there was 2 guys and a gal actually showed up without their permits. So they were doing a lot of studying for that. And on that, do yourself a favor. And my advice to you is show up with your permit. Do yourself a favor, show up with that permit, because it makes life a whole lot easier. You don't want to get here and not be able to pass that permit test and get on a bus and have to go back home. Show up with your permit. You're better off. But one gal, I don't think she's passed her permit test yet. I don't know what she's struggling with, but I haven't seen her. But she's way behind now, so I don't know what they're going to have to do about that. But Thursday afternoon we were able to get in the truck, which was cool. We started straight line, which everybody just took a straight line. That straight line's easy. And then we worked on offset on Thursday afternoon and Friday. As soon as I got my butt in that truck, that's when I started getting the itch. It was taking us a long time to get through that offset maneuver because we have 10 people in our group. They're going to split us up hopefully into 4 different groups this week. But there's 10 people in the group, and there's a few people that were struggling with some things, and it was taking us a long time to get through those maneuvers. The straight line wasn't so bad. We each took, I think, 1 straight line or 2 straight lines, but when we got to the offset, there were probably 3 or 4 that took quite a while to get through them. So there's 10 of us, and we stood outside in the sun all day. You know, I only got in the truck 1 time on Thursday, I think 1 time on Friday, maybe twice on Friday, but it was a lot of people to go through. You know, working with 1 truck. They still have week 2 students and week 3 students there, and you know, when they move us out, we'll have smaller groups, so hopefully it'll go a lot quicker. 2 instructors offered to come in on Saturday, so a few of us went in on Saturday, and we worked on parallel, and we actually got into the 90. 3 of us did, and that went well. That was really cool. I appreciate that. So the school's closed today, but I think one of the instructors or 2 of the instructors offered to come in today, so a few people went over there again today, my roommate being one of them. I elected not to go, but that's that. It was cool. It's not as hard as everybody thinks it is, and if you listen and do what they tell you to do, you'll be fine, and you'll get your practice, and it'll be fine. A little bit on the storm. I did advise my family to evacuate, and they did so yesterday evening, and they got where they were going about 6 o'clock this morning, so they are safe. I've been in the South 6 years, and I've never seen a storm this close to the coast and them still really be this uncertain as to where it's going to go. So I just told them, go ahead and evacuate, shut everything down, get out. I mean, if it doesn't hit where we live, then they have a place to go back to when it passes. If it does, then they're not there. So, you know, they're closing all the businesses anyway. My wife teaches, and they closed her preschool. So there's just no reason for them to be there. So they just went ahead. They were going to stay with some family, just go spend the weekend or week or whatever it ends up being with family, and just, you know, relax and not have to worry about it. And it's been tough for me being 1,100 miles away and having to split my attention between, you know, what's going on there and what's going on at school. I'm a little farther along, you know, with driving 10-speed dump trucks and things like that in the past. So, you know, if I was green at this, then it would have been different. But I was able to keep it together with, you know, splitting my attention. But now I don't have to worry about that. They're safe. Everything's good to go, and I'm happy about that. So I think that's really about it. I just want to make this really quick. I did talk to my roommate about my YouTube channel, and he's going to be on some videos. He's like, all right, but we'll see if that happens. I don't know. But it's been okay. It's been, you know, a little rough being away from home, but not super horrible. The first 3 days were actually the worst. The first day was the worst. I mean, being on that plane, I actually started thinking to myself, you know, if I get to the airport and I buy a ticket, I could be home by noon or 1 o'clock and sleep in my own bed tonight, but that's not happening. I'm here. I'm staying. So I think that's it. Again, week 1 wrap up. We first 3 days, get through those first 3 days, and then you're on the range, and then it's all fun from there. I had a good time backing, so that's about it. I appreciate you watching. Check back. There's going to be more. Swift Transportation Academy, Kansas City, going well. Family safe. All right, I'll see you.